This crime story is about a Mississippi man who was robbed, shot, and killed by a 19-year-old at a park in Jackson, Mississippi. Now I do these stories to show the consequences and downfalls in life when making bad decisions. And in this case, this young man has made a bad decision to take someone's life and also throw his life away. But as we get more into this story, this young man clearly was on the wrong path because he was already robbing and stealing before he committed this crime. Let's go.
Mr. Lindsay, did you kill Melvin McNair? Did you kill Melvin McNair? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Do you work with the family?
Mr. Lindsay, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Just know that you are blessed because God hears and He sees everything that goes on. So just when you feel like you're not being blessed, just know the little small things that He gives us every day by waking up every morning that you are blessed. And if you feel like that your blessing is not on the way, you need to just step back and ask yourself, am I ready to receive this blessing?
All right now. All right.
You have to ask yourself that. Because God is not going to give you a blessing that you're not ready to receive. You got to ask yourself, am I making room? Am I ready to receive this blessing? And He will know when you're ready. And when you're ready, it's going to open up and it's going to pour out many more blessings for you to step foot in.
This is 29-year-old Melvin McNair Jr. From the video, you can see that he loved to play tennis, but Melvin also loved to dance. In 2022, Melvin graduated from Jackson State University and HBCU in Jackson, Mississippi. And he was currently employed at Hines Behavior Health Services, where he worked as a court liaison. And just from his Facebook page alone, you can tell that Melvin was loved by his family, friends, co-workers, and anybody that had the chance to meet him. But sadly, in Jackson, Mississippi, on May 15, 2024, Melvin McNair Jr. will lose his life to senseless violence after being robbed, shot, and killed by 19-year-old Davion Lindsay at Parham Bridges Park, a park that Melvin loved to go play tennis at. Now, this is 19-year-old Davion Lindsay, who is originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but eventually moved to Jackson, aka Jacktown / Jew City. Now, Davion Lindsay is also an aspiring rapper. He had posted on his Facebook page that he was set to release a single on September 27th of 2024, later this year. But with the current charges that he is facing, it's safe to say that Davion Lindsay probably is going to be releasing that single from behind bars. Now, Davion Lindsay, like most of these young teenagers and young kids, they often sometimes get influenced by the wrong thing and they choose the wrong path. And Davion Lindsay was kind of like on a crime spree, because before committing this crime, Davion Lindsay last year in August had robbed or stole money from a Pepito's Grill, a Mexican restaurant in Ridgeland, Mississippi. According to the reports, it said this: Ridgeland Police Department responded to Pepito's Mexican Grill in reference to a burglary. Police discovered that sometime during the evening, someone had broken into the business by breaking an exterior window and disabling the surveillance system. The cash register was found in the parking lot. It had been pried open with all money taken. Investigators were able to analyze the surveillance footage that was successfully recorded and develop a suspect. Photographs of that suspect were distributed to Ridgeland patrol officers, who informed investigators that the subject in question was recently seen walking throughout the city. At approximately 2:00 p.m., patrol officers and investigators were able to locate 19-year-old Davion Marquise Lindsay walking near South Wheatley Street in Ridgeland. Lindsay was wearing the same clothes he wore during the burglary and had evidence from the crime with him. Now, I don't know what happened with that case, but clearly he was free. And instead of making a decision to say, you know what, let me get on the right track, Davion Lindsay would commit another crime, but this time it was a little bit more serious.
Hey, hey, my truck over. Pull my truck over there. All right.
A suspect in Wednesday morning's deadly shooting at Parham Bridges Park is behind bars following a police chase through North Jackson.
12 News' Richard Lake joins us now live from the scene of the crash that ended the pursuit. And Richard, JPD Chief Joseph Wade offered some more information early this evening. What did he share with you?
Yeah, Byron, the suspect has been identified as 19-year-old Davion Lindsay. And according to Chief Wade, Lindsay has admitted to the murder of Melvin McNair Jr. Now, McNair's body was found at around 6:30 this morning at Parham Bridges Parks. Police say McNair's vehicle, a maroon 2016 GMC Sierra pickup truck, was stolen by Lindsay not long after. JPD tracked Lindsay's cell phone, which led to a chase throughout the capital city. Chief Wade shared the disturbing details he saw when he came in contact with Lindsay earlier this evening.
I saw him downstairs myself as they brought him in. He still had the victim's blood on him. He still had the victim's blood on him. He was still in the victim's vehicle. He still had the murder weapon. He had the victim's credit cards on him. This is very disturbing, as I stated, but I want the Northeast Jackson community to know, the McNair family to know, that we were very laser focused on getting this individual in custody, because if he's a danger to Mr. McNair, then he's a danger to everyone in the city of Jackson.
Now, Lindsay crashed into another vehicle during this police pursuit. That individual has suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Now, this situation is really, really sad, because here you have a 29-year-old young man thriving, staying out of trouble, just enjoying life, went to college, get an education, and all of that. And he loved to go to the park to play tennis. Going to a park is where you're supposed to feel safe. You want to go walking and exercise and all that. That's where you want to go, kind of like be free and relax your mind and just escape some stuff and think. And here it is, 19-year-old Davion Lindsay comes to that same park and take Melvin McNair Jr. life over nothing. Robbed him, and then also stole his truck. A truck that Melvin McNair Jr. worked hard for to get. These young people out here, you want something, you need to work hard for it. Now, Davion Lindsay, I don't know who his parents are. I don't know his upbringing. But these young kids are out of control. And a lot of these parents need to stop being their kids' friends. And a lot of them need to really tap into what their kids are doing. Because some of these kids be here doing stuff, and the parents don't even know what they're into. Now, this story don't just end here, because it actually has a very sad connection. Because Melvin McNair is a junior. He names after his dad, Melvin McNair Sr. But unfortunately, Melvin McNair Sr. will lose his life last year of June 2023.
Now it feels like for me life is going a little slow, but I know I'll get through, and I gotta get through because I gotta be strong for my grandma. And I know my dad would not want me to just sit around and mope around. He would want me to get up and move on, especially since my grandmother is still here. So I do just want to say thank you all. I really do thank you all. This means a lot to me. It really does.
Now in that video, you can see Melvin McNair Jr. with family and friends doing a balloon release, paying respects to his father, Melvin McNair Sr. Now here it is. It hasn't even been a year since Melvin McNair Jr. lost his father, Melvin McNair Sr. And already, who would have thought that Melvin McNair Jr. life would be cut so short? All he did was go play tennis and hang with friends, go to work, and just enjoy life, dance. Didn't bother nobody. This story is very sad because he lost his father, and then now his family is grieving because now they done lost Melvin McNair Jr. And they both was shot and killed. But for Melvin McNair Sr., he was actually shot and killed by one of his own relatives after an altercation escalated. But condolences to Melvin McNair Jr. family for their loss. But for 19-year-old Davion Lindsay and just all the young teenagers and young kids out there making bad decisions and making bad choices to go down a life of crime, like, you gotta make better decisions. The street life, committing crimes, is only gonna end two ways. You're gonna go to jail, or you're gonna end up losing your life. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video.